Greetings, guys, gals, non-binary pals, and welcome to this week's short video of the week. And today I wanted to do something that we've not done for a little while, but it is one of my favorite things to do, and that is going through and looking at some of the most ridiculous, absurd, and worrisome posts from some Facebook mum groups, because Facebook mum groups are a horrifying place that exists, because Facebook mum groups are truly a place to behold. There is so much that happens in these groups that I just continue to be astounded. As soon as you think you've seen it all, you see more. All of these posts have been taken from r/shit mum groups say. I did not go into my own Facebook group this week. I'm currently trying to find some more Facebook mum groups. Unfortunately, on Reddit, they always blur the names of the mum groups, which I understand, but also is really annoying. Let me in. Please, if you have any good mum groups on Facebook or parent groups in general on Facebook that you want me to infiltrate, please leave a comment down below and I will try my best to get in on my burner account and do some snooping and come back and make a video about it, because there's so much gold and I don't know where to find it. And while you're down there, please do not forget to hit subscribe. I'm here a few times a week and I would love to see you again. I'm trying to hit 500k by the end of the year, so anything helps and I appreciate it greatly. And yeah, let's have a bit of a look into some of the absolute absurd shit that moms say on Facebook. Okay. My gorgeous son, soon to be 20, is pure blood and available. His name is... We live in... He is in his second year of college for baseball, majoring in PT. Would love for him to meet, aka be secretly introduced to someone, who is wanting the same for their daughter. Is he a fucking dog? What? My first thought when reading Pure Blood was immediately oh, we're on some white supremacy type shit. Pure Blood does mean vaccine free in this instance, because of course it does, because so many of these mum groups are so against vaccines, or as they call them in these mum groups, cupcakes. So that's what it means. But, they kind of go hand in hand to a degree. You know what I mean? A lot of these really big, strong anti-vaxxers are also incredibly conservative and obscenely racist. I feel like it can kind of work both ways. And either way, this is a really fucked up post. Posting my gorgeous son, soon to be 20, is pure blood and available. That's how you talk about a dog. You've bred a golden retriever and you're trying to find it a home. That's what you sound like. That's fucking wild. Oh my god. There are comments on this. A ton of comments on this. I can help. I have a daughter majoring in the same thing. She's 18, pure blood as well. Which college? Have a high schooler with no cupcakes. And trying to figure out which colleges won't give problems with RE. My daughter is 20 and is a pure blood. She's a hairstylist. Been raised this way from day one. Even just to be friends would be good. My god, I cannot believe we're selling our children like this. I find it so weird in general when parents do this. They post about their kids. They're looking for a partner for my child, and they're asking other adults to hook up their kids with their kids, and they're going about meeting them up secretly. Leave your kids to have their own life. Unless they ask for an intervention, leave them to live their own lives, please and thank you. Imagine how weird they would feel. Imagine setting up a secret meeting for your kids to meet up with this person on Facebook's daughter, and then they get together and they fall in love or whatever, and then later on they find out that this was a secretly arranged meeting from their parents. I would feel so weird about it. It would kind of add this weird sort of thing to the relationship. You know what I mean? I don't think it would ruin the relationship, but it would definitely be really fucking weird, and I would feel really weird about it. But yeah, basically, short story short, don't try to sell your kid on Facebook like a fucking dog. Got that out of the way. Can't believe I had to say it, but apparently you gotta say these things. Mamas, I don't know what to do. I'm freaking out. I was sleeping beside my 1-year-old in bed and woke up to a noise. I opened my eyes and thought I saw something fly over us in the dark. I turned on my flashlight and sure enough, there was a bat flying around. Everything says if you wake up to a bat flying around your room that you need rabies cupcake. What do we do? Hey, so I think me personally, you should get the rabies vaccine. I think me personally. If everywhere you look says that you should get the rabies vaccine because you may have gotten bitten that you don't even realize that you've gotten bitten, then you should probably do that so you don't, get rabies and die. Because fun fact, no one's ever been cured from rabies. You can have preventative things that help you live with rabies, sure, but it's never been cured, and a lot of the time you don't notice until it's too late, and then you can just die. So it's better to get there early enough to like stop that happening, just in case, you know? Like someone commented, I heard that you can get bitten and not feel it as their teeth are so small or something like that. So yeah, get the rabies shot because you might have been bitten, you don't know. And someone said, sorry, but that sounds like a bunch of pharma talk to get people to do what they want, i.e. take an unnecessary vaccine. That doesn't even do what it's supposed to do in the first place. Sounds eerily similar to you could have 0 symptoms but totally pass it on to other people. Go and get tested and vaccine up. Because that's good advice. Because it's good advice. Because then no one's trying to manipulate you into getting vaccines just to make money in this sense, you know? Like people are genuinely trying to help you. This is the problem with privatized healthcare. There's a lot of problems with privatized healthcare, but it really does enforce these ideas because unfortunately in this country, in this system, a lot of these companies and corporations are trying to make money. Absolutely. And I understand that they do push specific drugs a certain amount, and like I get how you might think they're trying to make money off of you by doing, but if you look to places who have public healthcare, we advise the same things and they're not making money. So like, surely you can remove yourself in that situation. Like if you're going to like Europe and you need a rabies, the same thing, they're going to tell you get a rabies shot and they're not making money for that. So like you can assume that it's the same over here. That's what you should do. COVID shots and COVID stuff. Like we were all told the same thing. You can be asymptomatic, get tested, get the vaccine. Like that can all happen and you don't have to pay to the doctor to get it sorted. So they're not making money off of it. Like just apply our rules to your fucked up country. It's not always all about money. Your country's just fucked. Looking for a chiropractor that specializes in ADHD and behavior issues with children. Anyone have any success with chiropractors helping regulate your kiddos? My 4-year-old is a big feeler and seems to need regulating her nervous system. Never thought I would read the sentence, does anyone have a chiropractor for my 4-year-old's ADHD? Like, I'm sorry? Firstly, I don't understand how a chiropractor and ADHD align even a little bit. Where's the crossover between the bones in my back and my brain function? I don't understand. I know we're all interconnected a little bit, but I feel like that's not the solution. And also maybe we shouldn't be taking 4-year-olds to a chiropractor. Maybe we should just be letting 4-year-olds be 4-year-olds. If she's like hyperactive and like easily distracted and whatever, that's fine. She's 4. It's okay. She is fine. I promise you. Like if you need some help, like if she's really struggling with life or you're really struggling to parent her, then you can like seek some advice and some help. Sure. Chiropractor's not the way to go about it though. I feel like that's surely dangerous. I feel like we shouldn't be putting 4-year-olds in a situation where they could potentially like break their spine. I don't know. I just feel like we shouldn't be doing chiropractoring to children. Just a thought. Does anyone have any experience with choosing not to get your baby a social security number or birth certificate? Only want advice from people who know about this subject, not those who will tell me the reasons why I need to get one for my babies. Not wanting a birth certificate or social security number for your baby is raising so many alarm bells. Are you planning to traffic your baby? Are you planning to sell your baby? Like why? What are you planning to do with this baby? Why do you not want any record of this baby existing? Why would you post this online? I'm calling the police. Like, oh my God. If someone I knew ever said to me, if I ever saw anyone say, hey, so I'm having a baby soon, can anyone tell me like how to avoid hospitals or like birth certificates or any record of my baby being born? Can anyone tell me how to avoid that? I'm calling the authorities. I'm calling Child Protective Services in advance because why don't you want people to know your baby exists? What are you planning to do? There's a reason that, you know, you need birth certificates and social security numbers and stuff. And like, I know that this person straight up like, I don't need you to tell me why. But like, not even just for, you know, the census and for like reasons of keeping track of people for like whatever general rules. I don't know how any of it works or what most of it's for, but like capitalism purposes, like census purposes, just knowing who's where and what's what. Like it is genuinely just also a safety issue because if something happens to your baby, if your baby goes missing, there's no record of the baby ever existing. There's nothing they can do. If you're a shit parent, people don't know that you have a baby. Like you understand why this is raising red flags, right? Why would you go on the internet, on Facebook, in public and be like, how do I avoid telling the government that I'm having a baby? Jail. You haven't even done anything yet. Jail. Oh my God. Hello, beautiful people. My son is only 27 months, but he's pretty advanced for his age physically and intellectually. I really want him to get started with healthy routines such as working out, eating right, etc. Are there any gym classes for his age group that are actual gym classes and not just running around and playing? We tried the little gym, which was fun, but it wasn't exactly focused physically fitness. Thank you. Your son is 2 years old. 2 years old. He is 2 years old. And you're and you're asking, are there any gym classes that are actually physically focused and not just running around playing? Like what exactly? You want your kids, your like 2-year-old to be lifting barbells? What do you want him to be doing? What are you expecting out of this? Running around and playing is physical activity. If you are standing there and you're like flying your parachute and you're like doing sprinting and you're like playing games and throwing balls around, that is all physical activity. That is all exercise. That's all kids need to do. What else are you wanting? How else do you expect this to go? Like, he is 2 years old. I'm gonna start getting him started on a healthy exercise and food routine. I will hit you with my car. Oh my God. Yeah, let kids be kids. I just thought I would put that out there. I can't imagine, I'm trying to imagine what a 2-year-old gym class would look like that's not just goofing around and playing because, you know, they're 2 years old and that's literally all they're capable of knowing how to do. My baby has been yelling, not screeching like she used to, but just straight up yelling as loud as she can. I think she might be teething, so I'm hoping it passes, but we live in an apartment and I feel so bad for our neighbors, lol. I thought about squirting her with a water bottle, but is that too mean? This is a serious question. I've also tried hugging her and whispering in her ear. There's something just really... I have to laugh at the fact of your baby is crying and the first response you have is to spray it with water. Like, that's horrible, but it's also kind of, it's horrible, but it did make me laugh. You know what I mean? Like, absolutely don't do that. Yes, it's too mean. The fact you're on the internet being like, is that too much? Yes. Oh my God. I can understand thought coming up, right? Intrusive thoughts are a thing. I understand that maybe, you know, you've heard that people do that to cats, which you also shouldn't do. So you were like, your brain went, why don't we spray it with water? If you had that thought and then immediately went, what the fuck? That's a really weird thought. Oh my God. And shut it down. Then I can understand it. The fact that you entertained it and went online and was like, is that too mean? Yes. Yes, it is. It's one thing to have an intrusive thought like that. It's another thing to then ask the internet being like, can I do that? Can I spray my baby with water to make her stop crying because she's in pain? No, you can't, obviously. Obviously, you shouldn't do that. Why do you need to ask that? How are you not certain of that answer? Like, that answer is no. You should just know that. My 14-year-old daughter is overweight. She has been begging me for weeks to wear crop tops, but she does not have the body type to pull it off. When she asks if she can wear them, I just say no, but she keeps asking why. Do I even dare broaching the subject? I am in your walls. No. This one. Mm-mm. How fucking dare you, bro? How fucking dare you do this to your child? You do not get to control your kid in that way. You, as a parent, should just let your kid be happy and do what makes her happy. If she wants to wear a crop top, you are not if she wants to wear something, she can wear it. You as her mother telling her that she doesn't have the body for it, that she's not pretty enough for it, that she needs to lose weight to look good enough for it. I am in your walls. Don't say that to your kid, especially not your fucking 14-year-old. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I know she hasn't said anything. She's like, should I broach the topic? The answer is no. What you should do is let your daughter wear what she wants. It's amazing that she has a mother who doesn't think she's beautiful and who thinks that her body is unworthy of existing and being shown and like wearing specific clothes. And she still feels confident enough in herself to wear what she wants to wear. I'm so glad that she has not had that energy impact her. And I hope that she keeps that. If you are a mother and you destroy the confidence of your child because of your beauty standards, I don't know what I'll do, but I'll be really fucking pissed off about it. Having your confidence destroyed by a parent is like the absolute worst thing, and there is absolutely no need for it. Your beauty standards should not reach your kids. I've done 2 videos about almond moms. if you are interested in my full like 2 hours worth of thoughts about mothers pushing their beauty standards on their kids, you can go watch those. I don't need to sit here and talk about it. You know how I feel about it, and I'm gonna hit this woman with my car. Obviously, I'm joking. I've gotten in trouble for saying that before. I'm not actually threatening to hit people with my car. I don't even have a car. I'm not actually threatening to hit people. It is a hyperbole. It is a figure of speech. I'm not actually a violent person. I'm not actually gonna be hitting anyone. Okay? Everybody calm down. I am joking. But like, it does make me really fucking angry though. Good lord. Anyway, I'm gonna end on that note. How fun. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do not forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. A huge thank you to my Kiwi Cat patrons: Aurora, Sienna, Alicia, Marielle, Bree, Bay the Trucker, Chastity, Beckett, Prismatic Petey, Sushi, It's Crigolo, Phil the Duck, River, Queen Glimmer, Ella, Mr. Noodle, Radsack, Knitting Menace, Samuel, Chris, Ellie, Alexis, and Bobby. I love and appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for joining. If you would like to be on Patreon, you go patreon.com/savvycat or click the link in the description. For as little as £1 a month, you get my videos 1 to 5 days early and ad-free for those days. And then for £3 and up, you get a bunch more stuff too. So if you're interested, do go check that out. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe. Keep fighting. I love you. Mwah. When you close your eyes.